Hi friends, and welcome to Cyber Sprites Week 4. Cyber Sprites is all about learning coding without using screens. Each week we'll be playing coding games and learning about computers. These are games you can play over and over again at home. We'll also be reading a story about coding. So let's go. This week we're reading the next 2 chapters of Hello Ruby Adventures in Coding by Linda Lucas. If you remember, last time Ruby had been sent on a special mission by her dad to find 5 gems. Let's see how she does it. Chapter 7, The Robots. Not too far away, in a very busy house, with a very busy kitchen, the happy robots are baking. It smells like candy canes, cinnamon, cookies, milk, and jelly beans. A gem could easily be hidden in the messy kitchen, Ruby thinks. The robots love sharing everything, and they quickly invite Ruby in and teach her how to make cupcakes. Writing a recipe allows you to make many cupcakes. Once you've found a good recipe, you can make hundreds of cupcakes, or you can swap ingredients and make many different kinds of cupcakes, explains one of the robots. And recipes get better when you share them. You make friends when you share, continues the robot with the chef's hat. So Ruby makes cupcakes. Lots of cupcakes. When she's done, she picks one to take with her. I'll take the cupcake that has red sprinkles, yellow frosting, and no strawberries, Ruby decides. Ruby takes a final peek under the shelf and into the oven, but is disappointed that she can't find the gem. With a cupcake in her hand, Ruby thanks the robots and is on her way. When she takes a bite, she sees something inside the cupcake glimmer. Chapter 8, Django. Ruby walks into the forest with the 4 gems in her backpack. Before she can get very far, a boy with a huge snake wrapped around his shoulders jumps out in front of her. Ruby spies the final gem in a chain around the boy's neck. "Where did you get that gem? And what is that creature?" Ruby asks. "My name is Django, and this is my pet python. Who are you, and what are you doing in my forest?" "I am Ruby. This is not your forest. It belongs to everyone," Ruby says fiercely. Ruby storms off without the gem, determined to get home and away from this boy. But when she reaches the riverbank, it is too wide for her to cross. Ruby stops to think. Surely she can figure this out. "You're doing it wrong," says Django, sneaking up behind her. "Let me show you how." "I know how to solve this myself," Ruby replies. Feeling very confident, Ruby decides to build a bridge with her trusty rope and some sticks from the forest. She hums a little to herself as she works. When the bridge is ready, Ruby drags it to the riverbank and tests it out. But it doesn't work! So let's code. This week, we're going to learn how to play a bitmap coding game using Post-it notes. A bitmap is a picture that a computer creates to show where the pixels in an image need to go. We are going to make a bitmap of our very own. So like we've done before, choose one person to be the computer and one person to be the programmer. So you would start out the game by saying, move 1 square right, 1 square down, 1 square left, like I'm doing right now. 1 square up and remove Post-it. One square left, remove Post-it. And that's what the programmer says. So the programmer would be talking to the computer. 1 square left, 1 square up, remove Post-it. 1 square right, remove Post-it. 1 square right, remove Post-it. And you can do any sort of pattern that you like. You can draw a huge grid and make big pictures on it, or you can do a small grid like I did. 1 square down, 1 square down, remove Post-it. 1 square left, remove Post-it. 1 square left, remove Post-it. This is a great way to learn your left and your right too, if your little ones are learning that concept as well. So this is just basically the concept of drawing with coding. So you can make pictures by moving the Post-it notes around. and you learn how a computer responds to instructions in the same way that we've been playing games this whole time, with one person being the computer and one person being the programmer. And there are endless possibilities, so have fun with it. Thank you guys so much for visiting. Don't forget to enter the secret code Python in Beanstack to earn badges and for a chance to win a prize. See you next time!